welcome back to my channel. I'm James, and my channel is the #1 largest and most trusted source worldwide for everything 4K Blu-ray news and reviews, and I've got another massively exciting episode in my highly requested ongoing video series, Top Upcoming 4K UltraHD Blu-ray Movies and TV Series Releases, Big Studio Insider Information, 4K Movie Announcements, Reveals, Collectors Film Chat, episode number 121. And in today's stacked episode, I've got massive sales, limited editions that have just come back in stock that were previously out of print, big announcements, reveals, and advanced reviews stacked in today's episode of over 60 titles I'm going to cover in this episode. We've got so much exciting stuff to dive into today, and starting off with some direct Studio Insider updates on previous exclusive reveals and announcements on this channel here. I've gotten some direct information from my studio contacts recently that I'm going to share with you about updates on future planned 4K releases. This is exciting stuff. Starting off with my first Studio Insider update on Enemy at the Gates from 2001. This epic true story World War II action movie with Jude Law in it that's fantastic. And The Saint from 1997, Val Kilmer's spy action thriller that has such cool set pieces, and I love all the different costumes and makeup effects they used in it. Well, if you follow me here on my channel, you know that I exclusively revealed both of these 4Ks over a year ago here in the Studio Insider Information segment, and my direct studio contacts at Paramount Studios recently gave me an update on both of these that they were delayed due to the ongoing disc manufacturing and production delays that actually delayed it from the release that they were going to have them out in holiday season of last year. Now they said that they are already slotted in line for production, and I should have the finalized steelbook artwork as well as the pre-order link available to share with you here in the next coming months, as well as the 4K releases are planned to release over the next several months. So it's not too long till we'll be able to have these in our hands and experience them on our home cinemas. Now, as I exclusively announced a year ago, my direct studio contacts shared with me the exact specs for these. Both films got brand new 4K remasters of the original 35mm camera negatives. They're going to be native 4K transfers with Dolby Vision and HDR10 masters. And both these films are ones that we've waited a long time to physically get on the 4K disc. After I exclusively announced them a year ago, I knew that the studio was having the delays on them, and I kept asking, when is it actually going to finalize, be in production? When are you getting that disc production in place? And they said they're already in line. So this is something we don't have too long to wait, and these are just huge, exciting reveals. Now for my next exclusive Studio Insider announcement update, we're going to be getting The Burbs from 1989, Tom Hanks' great cult classic comedy mystery. As I exclusively revealed over 5 months ago, the studio recently gave me an update with all the official planned specs for the 4K release, and my studio contacts directly shared with me that the film is getting a new 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative. It's going to be a native 4K with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, all supervised and approved by the original director Joe Dante himself, and they shared with me that the director himself had requested a new immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. They said they are working with him on that to see if this is going to end up on the finalized 4K release, but it is something Joe Dante loves, Dolby Atmos, and he's done them on numerous of his other films that have just recently come out on 4K over the last year and a half. And the studio shared with me they're planning to have all of the work finalized as well as the disc production and out to us to enjoy on our home cinemas later on here in 2026. They said this is something they're shooting to get out to us this year. That is huge, exciting news. After I exclusively revealed it over 5 months ago that it was being worked on, it's one of those that I was glad they gave me an update, because a lot of the times with the studios, once they share with me initially that it's being worked on, it's a long wait till I get an update. I was thrilled that I got an update this soon, and the specs that they're working on, that is just massively exciting news because I love this film. Now, as always, it's extremely important, if you always want me to be able to provide this exclusive behind the scenes sneak peek Studio Insider information segment, to always financially support these videos by clicking and buying for all your movies and TV series releases directly through those Amazon sale links that I pin as a comment in the comment section right below every one of these episodes. Those links down there never cost you, the viewer, a penny extra when you click and buy through them, but when you do, that shows your support of all of the time, the hard work, and my heart and soul I put into creating every single one of these episodes every week to keep all of you updated on all of the latest and greatest news going on in the 4K movie industry. So that's why I always share with you. It's always so dang important. If you enjoy these videos, they help you out, and you look forward to watching them every week, always come back to these videos and click and buy for all your movies and TV series directly through those Amazon sale links that I pinned right down there below. Now, starting off with the next segment of this video series, that's all the top upcoming releases of the following week. Starting off here on February 10th, we're getting The Big Heat from 1988. This is the John Woo style gun-fu action crime thriller that's a ton of fun. Well, the film got a new 4K scan of the original camera negative native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master and DTS 2.0 audio mix, and it's coming in a limited collector's edition slipcover set where it actually comes with that gold foil limited edition slipcover. So just like all of the previous Hong Kong Cinema Classics collections, they come in these collector's limited slipcover edition sets with that gold foil on them that's really premium. It has all the gold foil and all the emblems and all around the sides. That's the way that this new Big Heat's going to be as well. So if you're wanting to make sure that you get one of those limited collector's edition slipcovers, make sure to go down and order your copy right away because they only press them in 2,000 copies. Once those 2,000 sell out, they don't press them again, and then they don't come with those gold foil limited edition slipcovers, but right now they still have them available to pre-order down below. Now we're also getting David Fincher's Seven from 1995 in a brand new standard 4K case. Previously, the limited edition releases had sold out, and now it is coming out in a standard 4K single disc where it'll have the disc in a standard 4K case for all of you that missed out on the previous limited edition and limited edition steelbooks that sold out and went out of print. Now this is David Fincher's great, twisty crime mystery thriller that's starring Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. It's one of those that keeps you guessing, and I love the film. Well, as I shared in my previous review, it has an amazingly detailed native 4K transfer with HDR10 master and incredibly strong DTS 5.1 that was all overseen and approved by the original director David Fincher himself, and the 4K release has a rough average bitrate of 74 megabits per second, and 7 on 4K got a review score of a phenomenal 9.5, highly recommended, must buy, must own 4K release. So if you missed out on the previous limited editions, now you can at least get the standard 4K disc by itself in a standard 4K case, so that way you can experience this amazing, just twisty mystery. It's one of those that's just so much fun every single time I watch it. Brad Pitt gives one of his best performances he's ever done in this film. Now, if you haven't done so yet, make sure to go down and give this video a like and a thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you're notified right away whenever I release any of these exclusive announcements, reveals, or advanced reviews. You never want to miss out on any of this exclusive content. So make sure to go down there, give this video a like and a thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. Now, we're also getting the Infernal Affairs movie trilogy that came out between 2002 and 2003, and these great Hong Kong twisty crime dramas got exclusive new native 4K transfers of the original film elements, along with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master and brand new immersive Dolby Atmos audio mixes in this Ultimate Collector's limited edition box set. Now it is numbered to 5,000 copies only, and they're each individually numbered, so it's important to understand if you're wanting to own this trilogy of just really dang well written and well acted crime dramas, this is 5,000 copies only, and it's going to come with a 48-page behind-the-scenes book in this 6-disc Ultimate Collector's limited edition box set. It'll have 8 art cards, along with posters, a bunch of movie memorabilia to go along with this, talking about the films and what was involved with them, the writing and the stories. But I'm going to warn you, it is 5,000 limited edition numbered copies only. Now, I put the direct Amazon sale link as a pinned comment down below, but do not wait on this. If you're wanting to own this, it's an exclusive new 4K transfer with exclusive Dolby Atmos to this numbered limited edition set only, and there's very limited copies of 5,000 worldwide. They said there is no reprints whatsoever. Once the 5,000 sells out, it goes out of print. Then you're going to see it extremely expensive on the aftermarket. So if you're excited for this and you want to experience these, make sure to go down and order your copy right away. Now, we're also getting Seal Purpose, celebrating the 30 years of the classic Seal albums 1 and 2. Now, this is the 10-song live concert film that aired in 2024. That was filmed in Las Vegas and covers 10 of Seal's most famous songs like Kiss from a Rose. And I've got to say, I'm a big Seal fan. So this was an instant pre-order for me. Now, it's going to have a native 4K transfer with HDR10 master and DTS 5.1 audio mix. And I've got to say, just getting Kiss from a Rose in it, that was an instant pre-order for me alone because I love Seal's voice and all the music he did. I really enjoyed, so I am excited for this, and it is a region-free 4K release. So it's important to understand it is region free directly from the studio, so you won't have any issues playing this anywhere worldwide, and the pre-orders are down below. Now we're also getting Lawrence of Arabia from 1962. Previously, the limited edition steelbook sold out and went out of print. It's been out of print for quite a while. They did a one-time reprint and then that sold out right away. Well, the studio, Sony, is doing a one-time test to see how this sells in a standard 4K case. So Sony doesn't usually do any of these standard 4Ks, they do limited edition steelbooks only. In this case, because of how popular Lawrence of Arabia was, they're basically doing a test to see if people support a standard 4K case, or if it's not really supported, well, basically we won't see these happen again. But it is finally being released in a standard standalone 4K case for everyone that missed out on the limited edition steelbook that sold out and went out of print. Now this is the epic, based on a true story, war action adventure, and it has an amazingly detailed native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master and an incredibly immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix, and this comes highly recommended. On my previous review I shared with all of you, it's a gorgeous film. I love the restoration they did on it. The Dolby Atmos is wonderful. So the film and the 4K release come highly recommended, must buy, must own, and if you missed out on this previously, now's your time. You can get it in a standard 4K case down below. Now getting to the next segment of this video series, that's all the big 4K movie and TV series Blu-ray releases that the studios just shared with me, so that way you don't miss out on any of these big limited edition and massive announcements. There is so much exciting stuff coming out that I've got to share with all of you, so that way you know about them and you get a chance to order them. Starting off here on February 24th, we're getting Loopy de Loop, the complete animated Hanna-Barbera TV series collection, and this is the animated comedy series that ran from 1956 all the way to 1965 with animated theatrical shorts, and these got brand new remastered 4K scans of the original camera negatives for 1080p HD masters for all 48 theatrical shorts, and these Hanna-Barbera animated comedies have an entire runtime of 315 minutes, along with a restored DTS 2.0 audio mix and a 2-disc Blu-ray set. Now, if you're like me and you collect all these Hanna-Barbera cartoons, this is another massive release that I'm thrilled we're finally getting restored on Blu-ray. So this was another instant pre-order for me. Let me know in the comment section below, do you collect all of these Hanna-Barbera classic animated shorts like I do? Let me know how much you love that we're really getting spoiled with all these classic animated cartoons. Now, jumping out to March 3rd, we're getting Disney's Zootopia 2, the 2025 box office sensation, buddy cop animated comedy adventure that turned out to be the highest grossing box office animated film of all time. It's been a massive runaway success, and I personally love the original Zootopia, and I'm thrilled that the sequel is done as well as it has. It's got such a funny, unique style to the film. I love how it's basically a mystery buddy cop adventure of them solving crimes, and they continue that in Zootopia 2. Now, Zootopia 2 on 4K is being released in a limited edition steelbook only release. The studio decided to do a limited edition steelbook only because the standard 4K releases simply didn't sell as well as Disney was hoping, so this is being released in limited edition steelbook only. And I've got to say, if you haven't checked out the first Zootopia, I'll pin this Amazon sale link for Zootopia 1 in the comment section down below as well. I highly recommend the first film on 4K. It looks gorgeous. And Zootopia 2 is coming with a native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master and an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. But I'm going to warn you, it is a limited pressing, limited run, limited edition steelbook for Zootopia 2. That's the only way they're releasing it on 4K, is in a limited edition steelbook only in the US. So if you're excited for this one, don't wait. Make sure to go down and order it, especially if the links are just going live. Make sure to order it right away. And I do recommend the first film, Zootopia, to go along with it. It's one of my family's really enjoyable comedy adventures. My kids have probably watched this maybe 30 times. That's how much they love this film. And I've got to say that Zootopia 2 limited edition steelbook looks like straight fire. I love the colorful artwork and how it really represents the two characters. This is one of those that my family is hugely excited to finally get on 4K, and this is one of those don't wait on though. The second I notify all of you that the pre-orders are available, make sure to order it right away so you don't miss out on this one, because a lot of the previous Disney limited edition steelbooks, they've sold out, gone out of print, and they go fast. Now on March 3rd, we're getting HAMNET from 2025. This is the period historical romantic tragedy drama based on the best-selling novel about William Shakespeare and his wife, and after they lost their 11-year-old son, basically the things they did to connect back with the world and with each other. And this was produced by Steven Spielberg and Sam Mendes, and I gotta say, the two of them working together to produce this, that's an instant thing that got me intrigued for this one, because I haven't seen it, but I gotta say, it does look pretty dang good. Now, it's being released in a collector's edition 4K release, and it's going to have a native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision, an HDR10 master, and an immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix. So this is one that the theatrical trailer alone got me excited for this, so this was an instant pre-order for me. Now, jumping out to March 24th, we're getting Shanghai Blues from 1984. Director Tsu Hark's comedy. It's getting an exclusive new 4K restoration of the original camera negative native 4K transfer with HDR10 master. That was originally supervised by the director himself, along with a DTS 2.0 audio mix, and this is one of those that I've never seen, but I do like the director's films, so this is one I'm going to give a chance to, because a lot of his stuff I really have a fun time watching. Now, jumping out to March 31st, we're getting Greenland from 2020. This post-apocalyptic disaster survival thriller that's got Gerard Butler in it and Morena Baccarin. They're both great in it. Well, the studio has now decided to finally release it as a standard 4K release in the US. It's going to come with a native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, and a DTS 5.1 audio mix, and a possible Dolby Atmos audio mix. Now, I did reach out to the studio to ask them about the Dolby Atmos on it, and I am awaiting a response. So it's one of those things that I did hear that it's supposed to have it, but I haven't gotten full confirmation, so that's why I'm saying it's possible Dolby Atmos, though it is going to have a DTS 5.1 that I was able to confirm already. So this is one of those though that I previously reviewed here on this channel with all those specs already on the foreign release. So I will be curious if this is something that's either the same transfer that's already been released that I already reviewed here on this channel. We'll see how this turns out, but at least it's being released for those of you in the US that didn't get the previous release that sold out. It's available to pre-order right now, and I'm pinning it as a comment below. For all of you that missed out on that last one that I reviewed that sold out really fast, it's available right now to pre-order, and I'll keep you all updated once I get some more details on if it will have a new immersive Dolby Atmos. I'll keep you all updated and let you know here in a future episode as well, but I wanted to make sure all of you that knew, because there was a lot of you upset because the previous one sold out. Right now you can go down and order this one, and then you can actually get to own it on 4K as well if you missed out on the last one. Now we're also getting BAKTERION from 1982, aka Panic. This over-the-top sci-fi disease mutation horror thriller. It's kind of got everything thrown together in this movie. It's got a little bit of creature feature almost mixed in with it. Well, it got a brand new 4K scan and 4K restoration of the original 16mm camera negative. It's going to be a native 4K with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master and DTS 2.0 audio mix. And this is one of those films I can't remember if I really liked it or I didn't, but the pre-orders are available right now down below. This is one of those that I'll kind of be curious to experience again, because I do like creature features mixed with the sci-fi elements of like mutations. I always think they're a fun time, so I'll be curious if this lives up to what I kind of remember it was. Now we're also getting Body of Evidence from 1993. This erotic mystery thriller got a new 4K scan and 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative. It's going to be a native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master and DTS 2.0 audio mix for both the unrated director's cut and the R-rated theatrical cut of the film. Now this does have Madonna in it in a very early role. It's one of those that I honestly can't remember if I liked it or I didn't. I don't actually even remember really seeing it. I for some reason remember the title of it in the poster, but that's about all I could really remember, and Madonna being in it. But it's available right now to order. Let me know in the comment section below if you ever seen this film before. Now we're also getting DEMONWARP from 1988. This over-the-top creature feature horror sci-fi thriller. It's one of those that's got a bunch of things going on. It's basically got some aliens in it, then it's got some other weird, otherworldly, supernatural things going on, and the film got a new 4K scan and 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative, native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision, HDR10 master, and DTS 5.1 audio mix. Now this is another one of those that's got such a unique spin on it. It's got so many different elements in it. I'm gonna have a fun time experiencing this one again because it had so many different, like I said, you got some little bit of horror, you got a little bit of sci-fi, you got a little bit of creature feature, you got a little bit of everything kind of mishmashed, even a little bit of comedy, tongue-in-cheek comedy, all mixed together in a massive movie soup. Now we're also getting Married to the Mob from 1988 director Jonathan Demme's fun, escapist, romantic crime comedy starring Michelle Pfeiffer and Matthew Modine as an undercover FBI agent investigating basically Michelle Pfeiffer's character's connection to the mafia. So it's got kind of a mixture of kind of like a little bit of Godfather and mafia storyline with some really good comedy, but the film is one of those that's just a fun time. Now I did get this in early for review and it's being released in a standard 4K case, and I'm happy to share that the native 4K transfer is created from a new 4K scan and 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative. It has a Dolby Vision and HDR10 master that I'm happy to report looks incredibly detailed and filmic from beginning to end. It has the nice natural film grain in it, though there is some slight fluctuations in it. There's a slight little bit of clumping in the film grain, but otherwise the transfer itself on 4K looks very good. Now it also has a restored DTS 2.0 audio mix that is crystal clear sounding. I didn't have any issues with it whatsoever. Now I tested out the rough average bitrate for the 4K release and it is a high, healthy and strong 84 megabits per second. And Married to the Mob and the upcoming standard 4K release gets a review score of an amazing 9.3. Highly recommended, must buy, must own, one of those nice improvements and upgrades over the previous Blu-ray transfers that I really enjoyed this. It talks about the film with a ton of special features on the 4K release, behind the scenes, commentaries, talking about the writing of it. Overall, the 4K release was extremely enjoyable and comes highly recommended as a must-buy, must-own film. Now, it's always important if now you decide you're going to buy Married to the Mob, make sure to go down and use that Amazon sale link that I pinned below. That supports the creation of these videos and all this testing and reviews that I do. That's how I'm able to test all of these and constantly provide all of these advanced reviews for all of you. Now we're also getting The Gambler from 1974, James Caan. Gambling addicted, fantastic crime drama. It's all about basically James Caan's character. He constantly is gambling away all of his money and other people's money. He gets involved with basically the mafia coming after him. It's got twists and turns, but it's got a fantastic performance by Caan himself. Now I did get sent this early for review directly from the studio, and it had a new 4K scan and 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative. Happy to report it's got a very detailed native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master that is extremely impressive. Skin tones are healthy and lifelike and natural. Overall, it does retain the natural film grain as well. I didn't really have any issues with it that I could complain about. Now, there is some scenes that are intentionally softer due to the camera lenses and filters they intentionally used to give it a diffused look, but overall the 4K transfer on this is very healthy. Now it also has a crystal clear DTS 2.0 audio mix, and it's being released in a standard 4K case where it'll come with actually the disc in a standard 4K case. I tested out the 4K disc and it has a rough average bitrate of 78 megabits per second. And getting to my review score for The Gambler and the upcoming standard 4K release, it gets a review score of a great 9.2. Highly recommended, must buy, must own. If you like James Caan as an actor, this is one of his best performances. I always enjoyed this film and I'm thrilled it got such a great 4K release. If now you decide you're going to buy and add this to your collection, make sure to use that Amazon sale link down there below. That supports the creation of all these videos. Let me know if you love this film and you're thrilled that it's finally being released in a standard 4K case. This is one of those that a lot of people have waited a long time because it comes from Paramount Studios. It's in their catalog of amazing classic films. Now, jumping out to April 7th, I have a big update for all of you on The Prestige from 2006. Christopher Nolan's amazing, twisty, epic sci-fi magician mystery that's got a real psychological mind game thriller story. The studio has delayed and pushed out the release date for the brand new limited edition steelbook. Now, previously, after my previous announcement, it caused it to sell out, and it's been out of print for quite a while, and they haven't had any pre-orders available. I have some exciting news for all of you. It is now back in stock. It just came back in stock as of me filming this video today, and that coincided with the studio letting me know that it was delayed. Now, I am sharing with you the official steelbook artwork. It's a region-free 4K set. The studio shared that with me, and this is one of those that has some pretty cool steelbook artwork, but the pre-orders are available right now. The studio video shared this was the final remaining stock they were able to get of this limited edition steelbook. They were only able to secure a small additional pressing to go along with this. Once this sells out, they said it's going to go out of print. So if you missed out on this after my initial announcement, now's the time to go down and pre-order your copy right away so you don't miss out on it this time. But it's not too long that they delayed it. It was just enough so they could secure this additional pressing for everybody that wanted it, because they said the demand for this limited edition steelbook was really high and outstripped the amount that they had actually sourced of the limited edition steelbook. So they were able to get a little bit more pressing, and that's what is available to pre-order through that direct Amazon sale link that I'm pinning below. Now it's going to have the same amazing native 4K transfer with HDR10 master and DTS 5.1 audio mix that was all supervised and approved by the original director Christopher Nolan himself. He does not use Dolby Atmos and he never will. He only likes DTS 5.1, so he supervises all of that work, and that's what's included in this brand new awesome looking limited edition steelbook. Now we're also getting the Deer Hunter from 1978 in a brand new spot glossed limited edition steelbook. Now this epic war drama with Robert De Niro and Christopher Walken in it is one of those that the story is so deep on it. There's multi levels to what they're telling and all these different things the men dealt with psychologically, and that's what really sucks you into the characters in this film. Now this brand new spot gloss limited edition steelbook, which I love the red and black on that steelbook, it has such an awesome looking artwork. Well, it's coming with the same amazingly detailed native 4K transfer that has Dolby Vision and HDR10 master that I previously reviewed here on this channel, and it has the same great DTS 5.1 audio mix. Now I tested out the rough average bitrate and it has a bitrate of 68 megabits per second, and the Deer Hunter 4K transfer got a review score of an outstanding 9.4, highly recommended, must buy, must own. This is one of those, if you love any of the actors in this, you're in for a ride. Man, every time I watch it, I find different layers to the characters and the point of the story behind it, and you start to realize there were so many things they were involving in this, and I really enjoyed this film itself, so this was an instant pre-order for me. I collect all of these spot gloss limited edition steelbooks from Scream and Shout Studios, so I'm thrilled they're continuing to provide these for every one of their films. So the pre-orders are available down below, but I'll warn you, these do sell out. So if you're excited for this one at all, make sure to go down and order your copy so you secure one of these limited edition steelbooks before they sell out and go out of print. Now, jumping out to April 21st, we're getting Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow from 2021 in a brand new spot gloss limited edition steelbook that contains the 4K transfer, and in that new retro stylized limited edition steelbook that goes along with the comic book style 1930s sci-fi universe. And this is one of those outstanding stylized sci-fi action adventure movies that I adore. If you've never seen this film, it's intentionally filmed with a very unique look to it to provide a basically style of 1930s basically serials. And it has Jude Law in it and Gwyneth Paltrow and Angelina Jolie. All of them have really good characters that you really enjoy, and I really like that retro styled spot gloss limited edition steelbook, and I am double dipping. I love all those limited edition steelbooks, and I like having both of them. I kind of got to the point where now I like having both different editions, but that limited edition steelbook, that's where it's at for me. And in my original review of this 4K transfer, I shared that the directors intentionally filmed it as a diffused, soft-focused film noir look for the 4K transfer. They wanted it to present just kind of like you're in this basically other world, that the sci-fi universe is so unique looking, and with the amazing Dolby Vision and HDR10 implementation, it's a treat for the eyes. I loved how the Dolby Vision and implementation gave it some depth to that image with the lights to darks, all the different varying shades of colors of how they intentionally created it look fantastic with Dolby Vision on this. Now it also has an incredibly strong DTS 5.1 that has amazing dynamic range, and I tested out the rough average bitrate, high, healthy, extremely strong, 98 megabits per second, and my review score of Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow on 4K is an outstanding 9.3, highly recommended, must buy, must own upgrade. It annihilates the previous Blu-ray release in every area of the image. You'll never want to watch that poor Blu-ray ever again. This is one of those that was such a nice and healthy improvement and upgrade. I'm so thrilled they're releasing a brand new spot gloss limited edition steelbook, and I love the artwork on that retro styled steelbook. So this is an instant pre-order for me, but I'll warn you, these are those limited edition steelbooks that do sell out and go out of print. So if you're excited for this one and you're wanting to upgrade, or you haven't gotten it yet, make sure to add this one to your collection. It's a highly recommended must-buy, must-own sci-fi action adventure, and I put the direct Amazon pre-order as a pinned comment down below. Now on April 21st, we're getting Sleepers from 1996. Director Barry Levinson's outstanding ensemble cast that has Brad Pitt, Kevin Bacon, Jason Patric, and a massive list of who's actors from the 90s. And this is a very well-written and engaging legal crime drama that basically tells the story of friends and what they grew up with and basically a crime that happened. And for the film's 30th anniversary, the studio is releasing a limited edition steelbook to celebrate it with a brand new 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative native 4K transfer with HDR10 master and DTS 5.1 audio mix, along with a possible Dolby Atmos audio mix. I am awaiting confirmation from my direct studio contacts. I did reach out to them. They did confirm originally that I was getting a 5.1, and I asked, is there going to be a Dolby Atmos as well? I haven't gotten a response yet, but once I do, I will share that in a future update with all of you. But right now, the limited edition steelbook just came back in stock. So if you have not pre-ordered this one, the artwork is temporary. That is the temporary artwork. They are actually working on finalizing the artwork for the steelbook. Once I have the finalized steelbook artwork, I'll share that in a future update, but it is important to understand this limited edition steelbook will most likely not even make it that far, because it already sold out after my initial announcement that I announced on my X, which is 4K Blu-ray reviews, and here on my community section I made a post, and that actually sold out within 24 hours, and it was gone for 3 days, and then it came back in stock with limited supply, and that's available right now to pre-order. So if you're excited for this film and you want to get a chance to own this on 4K, do not wait. This is another one of those small pressing limited edition steelbook releases that is a small amount that they're doing. So for its 30th anniversary, they were only able to secure a small pressing of this. That's what caused it to sell out originally, and now there is very limited supply remaining. They basically went back to the studio and said, how much more can we secure? And this is all. So if you're excited for this one, make sure to go down and order your copy immediately, and then I'll update you in a future video if there's anything additional the studio shares with me, like the finalized artwork. But for right now, you don't want to miss out on this, because these always sell out, and then you see these going for hundreds of dollars on the aftermarket. Most of Warner Brothers limited edition steelbooks, they don't even make it to the actual release date or to the actual release of the actual artwork. They're sold out way before that. So that's why I'm warning all of you, if you want to own this one, go down and order it right away so you don't miss out on it. Now we're also getting Girls from 1980. This cult classic coming of age comedy drama is being released in a limited edition 4K release to 500 copies only. The limited edition contents is 500 copies only, and then the studio said it'll sell out and go out of print. So if you're excited for this one, it is very tiny pressing worldwide, 500 copies only. Now the film got a new 4K scan and 4K restoration of the original camera negative native 4K transfer, along with HDR10 master and DTS 2.0 audio mix. Now this is one that I can't really remember. I tried really hard and I couldn't remember this one. So I don't remember if I liked it or I didn't, but for the limited edition, it's supposed to come with a booklet and obviously a limited edition case and cover artwork and things like that. But it's 500 copies of the limited edition only. So if you're excited for this one, don't wait, because 500 copies worldwide is a tiny amount. I guess that's all they were able to secure of a pressing, so that's why it's 500 copies only. Now we're also getting The Eye from 2008. This chilling horror thriller about an eye replacement on a gal that basically causes her to have visions that are creepy, scary, and otherworldly. It's one of those supernatural, psychological horror thrillers. And it's being released in a limited edition set with a behind the scenes booklet. And for the limited edition release, it got a new 4K restoration of the original camera negative native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master and DTS 5.1 audio mix. And this is another one of those rare ones that I haven't seen, but I did pre-order this because it seems like one of those stories that I'm pretty interested in. I like stories like that where something bad happens from something that normally gets done in life. You know, people get eye surgeries or things like that. So I like that story. It sounds really dang entertaining. So this was an instant pre-order for me, but I'll warn you, this is another limited edition only release. So if you're wanting to own this one, they're doing small pressing, limited edition, and then it's going to sell out and go out of print. So make sure if you want to experience this, make sure to go down and order it. Now jumping out to April 28th, we're getting Tiger on the Beat 1 and 2. These Chow Yun-Fat fun buddy cop action comedies that originally came out between 1988 and 1990 are being released in a deluxe limited collector's edition box set with the gold foil on it. It's one of those that's going to be a 2-movie collection. Now the film's got new 4K restorations of the original camera negatives, native 4K transfers with Dolby Vision and HDR10 masters, and DTS 2.0 audio mixes. Now all of these Chow Yun-Fat deluxe limited collector's edition box sets have all been selling out. They become extremely massive collectibles on the aftermarket, so if you're excited for these and you want to continue these massive deluxe collector sets, make sure to go down and order your copies right away, because all of these previous ones like the Killers and Hard Boiled, they've all sold out and gone out of print, and they're extremely expensive on the aftermarket. So the second you're watching this video, if you like all these style of Hong Kong action comedies, I love Chow Yun-Fat as an actor, I am hugely excited for these. Go down and order them right away so you don't miss out on these as well. Now, Soldier from 1998, as I exclusively revealed in my Studio Insider Information segment over 9 months ago, Kurt Russell's great explosive sci-fi action movie that's set in the Blade Runner universe, with multiple references and nods to the previous film, but it's its own thing. This one is personally my favorite. I love this film. As I exclusively announced 9 months ago, I shared with all of you that the film is getting a brand new 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative. It's going to have a native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision, HDR10 master, and DTS 5.1 audio mix in a limited edition set with a behind the scenes booklet. But I'm going to warn you, this one had some massive pre-order numbers after I announced it on my X at 4K Blu-ray reviews, and here's a post on my community section, so the second you're watching this video, go down and order it so you don't miss out on this sci-fi movie. It's one of those with Kurt Russell that was later on in his acting career, but he is really dang awesome in it. I love the fight sequences and the sci-fi universe. It's one of those kind of like a gritty, grounded sci-fi universe, and I love how he's a super soldier in it that basically has been rejected by society because he's basically worn out and running to the end of his career, and I love how basically he's trying to fight to survive and protect those, the innocent. It has such a cool universe. This is one of those that, as I announced 9 months ago, I told all of you that I am thrilled is finally coming out on 4K. This was an instant pre-order for me because I was not going to miss out on this one. It's one of those extremely underrated Kurt Russell sci-fi movies. I highly recommend the film itself. If you want something that you can sit back anytime, Saturday, Friday, whatever day of the week, and you can watch this and have a blast, this is one of those sci-fi action movies that's just dang fun. And let me know in the comment section below how thrilled and excited you are for another exclusive reveal that you're able to pre-order right now. This is another one of those that hundreds of you, back when I announced it 9 months ago, kept asking me about. When's the pre-orders finally going live? Right now. You can go down and pre-order it. For all of you that were so excited 9 months ago when I revealed this, now's the time you can officially pre-order it, and I gotta say, I love the artwork, especially on the limited edition booklet as well, though I will warn you, it is a limited edition only release. So this is another one of those small pressing. Once this sells out, you're gonna see big expensive numbers on the aftermarket, so if you wanna experience this, make sure to go down and order it directly through that Amazon sale link so you don't miss out on it. Now, we're also getting INNERSPACE from 1987, produced by Steven Spielberg and director Joe Dante. This fantastic sci-fi comedy adventure that has Meg Ryan and Martin Short and Dennis Quaid in it. All of them are great. I love Meg Ryan in this earlier role, but I've got to say Martin Short really steals the film. His comedy stylings I always loved, and this film gives me massive nostalgia feels. Every time I watch this, I remember my parents renting this on VHS. We would watch it over and over because my dad loved it and I grew to love it. So every time I see this film, I get that like warm nostalgia, kind of like where you just kind of get this comforting feeling every time you watch it. Now it's being released in a limited edition hard case only release. It's coming with a brand new 4K restoration of the original 35mm camera negative, Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, and a brand new immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix, all supervised and approved by the original director Joe Dante himself. And it's going to come in this limited edition hard case set with a poster, behind the scenes booklet. But I'm going to warn you, this is just like Soldier. It's limited pressing, limited edition only release. The studio only was able to secure a small pressing, which is par of the course for a lot of Warner Brothers and Arrow Video releases. They do them in small pressings only, especially with the ongoing disc and manufacturing. They were only able to get a small amount, and this was massive pre-order numbers when I announced it on my X and here on the community section. You don't want to miss out on this one. If you have not experienced this one yet, if you like any of Steven Spielberg's or Joe Dante's style of films, you're going to have a blast with this one. It's got some really good like body humor comedy of basically about Dennis Quaid's character gets shrunken down into a ship, and he goes inside the body of Martin Short. Now he's inside the ship, Martin Short doesn't know it, but it's causing different reactions, and there's basically government agents after basically the ship that's inside Martin Short's body. Martin Short doesn't know it, Meg Ryan's trying to help out, and there's all these different twists and turns and fun things that go on, and it's really dang funny and a just total blast. I can't explain to you how much dang fun this film is. I highly recommend the movie itself. It's one of those you can watch endlessly every single year. I love watching this film, so I am hugely excited for this. If you can't tell, if I'm not portraying my excitement across this screen, man, I can't do it any more than this, because this is putting everything into this. I love the film. So this was an instant pre-order for me. I wasn't going to miss out on this one. I've waited a long time for this on 4K, and they pulled out all the stops. They're giving us a brand new immersive Dolby Atmos to go along with this. I can't tell you how thrilled I am for this one, but I'm going to warn you, do not wait. Go down and pre-order this one right away so you don't miss out on this one, because this was a big seller when I announced it a couple of days ago on my X and here on the community section. So you don't want to miss out on this limited edition, because it's going to sell out and go out of print fast. Now we're also getting Antonio Margheriti in The Jungles of Doom, his epic 1980s adventure film trilogy that are being released in a box set and individually. Now these are all Indiana Jones style exploitation type films. They're action adventure movies in the style and writing and basically the action adventure storylines similar to Indiana Jones. So they've grown a massive cult following over the years and are cult classic fun action adventures. And we're getting The Hunters of the Golden Cobra from 1982, The Ark of the Sun God from 1984, and Jungle Raiders from 1985. And if you haven't noticed, it even uses the same basically font and style of words as Indiana Jones. That's intentional. They actually made these after Indiana Jones became big successes to continue that style of basically looking for treasure and action adventure storylines and the jungles and everything else, and they really do have a good feeling. I own the Ark of the Sun God on an international release, and I did enjoy it, so I'm thrilled to get the other films in this basically 80s Indiana Jones exploitation style films. Now, all three films got exclusive new 4K restorations of the original camera negatives, native 4K transfers, along with HDR10 masters and restored DTS 2.0 audio mixes. Now, their pre-orders are going live as of me releasing this video. I'll pin them as a comment below. They're each individually available, as well as there's supposed to be a box set that has all three together as well. That should be available to pre-order as well, but the individuals are available right now to pre-order. Let me know if this is something you're excited to check out. They're one of these things, if you like Indiana Jones, there's a lot to enjoy out of these. Now, they're not as big a budget. They're a lower budget. I call them kind of more B-movie Indiana Jones movies. But I gotta say, I have a fun time with them. I like what they did with them, and if you kind of think of them as kind of like a lower budget Indiana Jones, you'll have a fun time with them. I definitely recommend them if you like Indiana Jones. So I'm thrilled I'm going to get to see the other two, because the only one I've seen so far is the Ark of the Sun God. This is another one of those turn your brain off action adventures, and the pre-orders are available now. Now getting to my fan favorite beloved part of this video series, that's the big 4K news and updates segment, starting off here with some quick fire reviews on John Woo's Once a Thief from 1991, this great action heist comedy that has Chow Yun-fat in it. The studio reached out and sent this to me earlier for review, and I'm thrilled to share with you that the new 4K scan and 4K restoration of the original camera negative and native 4K transfer that has Dolby Vision and HDR10 master has some very nice depth and detail in the image. If you've gotten Hard Boiled or The Killers, you'll know exactly what you're in for image quality wise. And it has a crystal clear DTS 2.0 audio mix, and it comes in this gold foiled limited collector's slipcover edition set. I love all these gold foiled slipcovers, how they come. Now, the limited edition slipcovers are only in the first 2,000 copies, and then they don't come with the slipcovers. These gold foil are only 2,000 copies pressed only. Now, inside the set, it does come as a 2-disc 4K set. The 4K is 100% region free, and I tested out the rough average bitrate, high, healthy, and shockingly strong 100 megabits per second. And if you want something that you turn your brain off and just sit back and have a fun time with some laughs, and it's got some good action scenes in it, it's not one that's got too deep of a story. So it is a more lighter story, but if you like Chow Yun-fat, I do enjoy this film every time I watch it. It's one of those Saturday afternoon, you just sit back and just relax and have a fun time. And my review score for John Woo's Once a Thief on 4K is a 9.2. Highly recommended, must buy, must own 4K release. If you've enjoyed all these John Woo Hong Kong classics on 4K, you're in for another nice treat. That looks great, it sounds great, and they've been doing a very good job, Shout Studios. I'm thrilled they're continuing to release them in such a great quality. 9.2, highly recommended. If now you've decided you're going to buy and add this to your collection, make sure to use that Amazon sale link below that supports all the testing and reviews I do here on this channel. Let me know if you love all of these John Woo films we've been spoiled with on 4K. I'm really amazed that we're just really living at the peak of physical media, getting all of these awesome Hong Kong films. Now, John Woo's Bullet in the Head from 1990, this extremely entertaining Hong Kong action war drama that's set in 1960s war-torn Saigon about friends desperately trying to escape the horrors of war. They're trying to get out of what's going on, get away from all of the things and the death that's going on. The story will suck you in. This one really surprised me how dang good it is. For a John Woo film, the writing on this is fantastic. Now, Shout Studios did reach out directly to me and send this to me a full 2 weeks early for me to dive into, test, and review for all of you. I'm thrilled to share the film got a new 4K scan and 4K restoration of the original camera negative. It's a native 4K transfer that is very detailed with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master that adds really nice colors to skin tones. I really like things like even in the explosions and fire and all the colors really looked amazing compared to the horrid previous home video releases. All the previous home video releases of this film looked horrid. Everything was grayed out and dull. You really couldn't see much. They were murky and they had little blobs and splotches and damage on them. All that's been repaired and fixed. I've never seen this film look as good as it does on this 4K transfer. Now it also has a crystal clear DTS 2.0 audio mix, and it comes in this collector's limited slipcover edition with the gold foil on it. These are only pressed in the first 2,000 copies, and then they sell out and just come in the standard case. So if you collect these and you want to own this gold foil limited edition slipcover to go with all the rest, make sure to order it so you don't miss out on it. Now I tested out the rough average bitrate, and it has a high 97 megabits per second. And getting to my review score for John Woo's Bullet in the Head, this gets a great 9.2, highly recommended, must buy, must own release. If you enjoy all these John Woo releases, you gotta have this one in your collection. If you've been collecting all of these, this is another solid entry in the Hong Kong cinema classics. Shout Studios really upping their game and continuing to provide us amazing must-own 4K releases. If now you've decided you're going to buy and add this John Woo 4K to your collection, make sure to use that Amazon sale link below and let me know in the comment section below how thrilled you are for all these John Woo 4K goodness. Now I have some big Amazon limited time 4K movie sales for some of the lowest sale prices ever. These are dang great steals of a deals. And I'm going to be doing some recommendations, quick fire reviews, and review scores for must own, must buy 4K movies that you need in your 4K movie collections that are from this amazing limited time sale that's exclusively going on Amazon right now. Now I'm going to include the direct Amazon sale links for each of these as a pinned comment in the comment section below. That way, any of these that you're wanting to buy and add to your collection during this limited time sale, I pinned them all below. These are all must own, must buy. Now, to qualify, each 4K movie release had to have a review score of 9.0 and above. So they all had to be amazing 4K transfers to qualify in these quick fire reviews. Let's dive right into these. Starting off with Dante's Peak from 1997, this Pierce Brosnan and Linda Hamilton epic disaster survival action thriller movie about a massive volcanic explosion and trying to survive. It's got one of those stories with a ton of suspense, and they did such an awesome job really making it seem realistic, and the film's a thrill ride that I love watching, and it got an extremely detailed native 4K transfer that is Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, along with a brand new immersive Dolby Atmos audio mix and DTS 5.1, but the Dolby Atmos is where it's at. It's extremely strong with amazing dynamic range and some dang impressive LFEN bass that'll rattle your neighbor's walls and kick you in the seat of your pants. I really enjoyed the immersion of that new Dolby Atmos, things going overhead and exploding around you. It really used the hype channels in some fun and unique ways. I was very impressed with it, and I tested out the rough average bitrate, shockingly high and strong, 103 megabits per second. Getting to my review score for Dante's Peak in this 4K release, this gets a review score of a fantastic 9.5, highly recommended, must buy, must own during this limited time Amazon exclusive sale. Don't miss out on this. This is the lowest sale price this has ever been, exclusively on Amazon for a limited time deal. This is one of those must buy, must owns. You're in for a dang fun time. I really love the Dolby Atmos, and this is the best way to ever experience this film. I'm really thrilled with how this turned out, and I have a blast watching this every single time. Let me know if you're excited for this finally on 4K. Now the rundown from 2003 Peter Berg slick action comedy that has The Rock and Seann William Scott and Christopher Walken in it. It basically even has Arnold Schwarzenegger in a short scene, a nod to basically him passing the torch to The Rock. But if you like early on Arnold Schwarzenegger movies from the 80s and 90s, this one is a love letter to the 80s and 90s action bombastic films. And basically The Rock's character plays a bounty hunter sent on a mission to recover money, but in the jungle. It's got some really funny scenes, especially after he encounters Seann William Scott. This is one of those I highly recommend the film. And it got a detailed native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision and HDR10 master that look fantastic, along with an incredibly strong DTS 5.1 that's crystal clear sounding and has amazing dynamic range, rough average bitrate, high, healthy, and strong, 94 megabits per second. Getting to my review score for the rundown on 4K, this gets a phenomenal 9.5, highly recommended, must buy, must own. Get it right now for its lowest sale price ever, exclusively through that Amazon sale link below for a limited time deal. Let me know if you're thrilled to finally add this one to your collection. You're in for a massive visual treat. I love this funny action movie. Now Snake Eyes from 1998, Brian De Palma's slick detective mystery thriller with all the different twists where the ending keeps you guessing, and it has Nicolas Cage in a really good performance of trying to figure out what's going on and all the things that he thinks he sees or he heard, and it's got some really cool twists that are a ton of fun, and the incredible native 4K transfer that has amazing depth and detail on Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, and very strong DTS 5.1 that's crystal clear with great dynamic range, and has a rough average bitrate of an incredibly high and strong 101 megabits per second. Snake Eyes on 4K got a review score of a marvelous 9.5, highly recommended, must buy, must own that you need to have in your 4K movie collection. If you want something that you're going to discover a hidden gem of Nicolas Cage films, this is one of those that I can't recommend enough. A lot of people have never experienced it, but it has such a great storyline that no matter how many times I watch this, I always enjoy it. Now The Bone Collector from 1999, this incredibly entertaining, twisty, psychological, detective crime mystery thriller. It's basically about Denzel Washington's detective character being paralyzed and in bed, so he has basically Angelina Jolie, another detective, basically be his eyes and ears in the field as they're trying to unravel the mystery of a serial killer. This is another one with massive twists and a ton of suspense. It's got such a suspenseful storyline, and it's one that keeps you guessing all the way through to the end. But I love the performance by Denzel Washington in this. It's one of the best of his career. And I've got to say, I absolutely love this film. It's got a detailed native 4K Dolby Vision, HDR10, strong DTS 5.1, amazing dynamic range. It's got some surprising LFEN bass in some scenes, and for its rough average bitrate, incredibly high, 98 megabits per second. Getting to my review score for The Bone Collector on 4K, this gets an incredible 9.4, highly recommended, must buy, must own. Get it right now during its lowest sale price exclusively through that Amazon sale link below. This is one of those, if you haven't seen it yet, it's a hidden gem of a mystery crime thriller. If you like those where you're trying to discover what's going on, who did the crime, who's involved with it. There's twists and turns, but you want one that has some fantastic performances in it. Angelina Jolie early on, she's very good in this as well. I highly recommend the movie and you'll discover a gem. Now Babe from 1995 and Babe, A Pig in the City from 1998. These wonderfully heart-touching family comedy dramas that my family adores. They have really good stories behind them and they were really uniquely made where they used a mixture of animatronics that looked like live action along with live action pigs to actually create all the animals and different animatronics throughout it. So it has a very gritty and grounded look to the films, but the stories will really stick with you and I can't recommend the films enough. And the wonderful looking native 4K transfers with Dolby Vision and HDR10 masters and DTS 5.1 that's crystal clear sounding have rough average bitrate ranges of 82 to 85 megabits per second. And for both Babe films on 4K, these get review scores of wonderful 9.2. Highly recommended. These are some of those films that no matter how many times you watch them, you really learn something good. They're family values. They have really good comedy. And I know a lot of times some people say, it's about a pig. But the point is, you really get to adore Babe. He's one of those that's just kind and sweet and he's trying to help others and he's always thinking of others and doing the right thing and helping to do something to help somebody else. And that's what makes his character so darned adorable. My family adores these and you will discover something that you can watch with your family that really is well made. Highly recommend these films. Get them right now. They're must-buy, must-owns during this limited time sale. Now John Woo's Face Off from 1997. This slick, gun-fu, slow-motion shootout explosive action movie that has John Travolta and Nicolas Cage, and it's got a little bit of a sci-fi twist to the story. If you like any of John Woo's slow-mo, over-the-time explosive shootouts, this is the best one he ever did. I really think this is one of my favorite John Woo films of all time. The performances of basically the bad guy over the top Nicolas Cage and then the bad guy over the top John Travolta mixing back and forth because they actually medically switch faces. The story's really twisted, but I gotta say it's just so dang enjoyable. And it's got a dang impressive and detailed native 4K transfer that has some incredible depth in the image, Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, and an extremely strong and impressive DTS 5.1 with amazing LFE and bass. The dynamic range on this DTS is incredible as well. They did an absolutely fantastic job with the transfer and audio mix on this, and this has a rough average bitrate of 93 megabits per second and gets a review score of a fantastic 9.5. Highly recommended, must buy. If you want an action movie that is just so dang awesome. It's one of my favorite action movies of all time. You're in for a real gem of an action film. Get this one right now while it's on sale and you'll thank me later on and you'll say, wow, that one was just so much dang fun 90s explosive action movie goodness. Love this film. Get it right now. Now Nacho Libre from 2006, this Jack Black hilarious luchador wrestling comedy adventure. Basically, Jack Black's character is a man of the cloth and he decides he wants to become a luchador kind of superhero style in the wrestling ring. And it's done with really tongue-in-cheek, kind of black comedy style, but it is very funny. I love the style of comedy. And it's got an extremely impressive native 4K transfer that is Dolby Vision and HDR10 master that has some brilliant whites and inky blacks, and overall the colors on this look amazing. It is such a brilliantly colorful film that it is just eye candy, and it has a very good DTS 5.1 audio mix along with an incredibly impressive and high rough average bitrate of 105 megabits per second. Nacho Libre on 4K gets a review score of a phenomenal 9.4. Highly recommended, must buy, that you'll have a hilarious time watching this if you want something that is one of Jack Black's underrated comedies. It's one of those that a lot of people haven't experienced. This is one of those, once you watch it, you've got to see it a second time, and every single time you watch it, you will find more funny things in this film. I actually discover something new to laugh at every single time I watch it. I've seen this right around about 8 times now. Highly recommend this one. Now, Blown Away from 1994, the suspenseful, explosive action thriller about a bomb squad that's pursuing a serial criminal bomber. It's got some dang suspenseful scenes in it, and Jeff Bridges and Tommy Lee Jones star in this, and they both give amazing performances. And I've got to say, the explosions and fire look absolutely fantastic on this native 4K transfer that is Dolby Vision and HDR10 master, along with some impressive LFEN bass in the DTS 5.1 audio mix that is crystal clear with outstanding dynamic range. You really hear things like with the explosions building up and rumbling your walls and your neighbor's walls. And it has an incredibly high rough average bitrate of 105 megabits per second. To go along with the review score for Blown Away in this 4K release, it gets an explosively awesome 9.5 must own, must buy. This is one of those that if you want something that's a slick 90s action movie, you'll get sucked into the suspenseful storyline and you'll be hooked from beginning to end, and all of a sudden the movie will be over and you'll be like, whoa. If you like speed at all, this is that type of a film where you get sucked into the story and you're there hooked for every single second of this suspenseful, explosive action thriller. Now, The Sands of Iwo Jima from 1949, John Wayne's World War II action movie about US Marines fighting during the Battle of Iwo Jima. And it has a filmic looking native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master and DTS 2.0 audio mix. And the rough average bitrate is 68 megabits per second. And if you like classic World War II action movies, this is one of the best from the time period. I always enjoy watching this classic film. And Sands of Iwo Jima in this 4K release gets a review score of a very good 9.1, recommended 4K release during the sale. If you haven't picked this one up yet, you're in for a really enjoyable film. Now, it's always important, any of these you're wanting to buy and add to your collection, I pinned them as a comment in the comment section below. Every single one of these from these recommendations, must own, must buy 4K releases that you need in your collection, I pinned them all as a comment in the comment section right below this video. Make sure if you're going to buy any of these, use those links down there. That's what supports all these quickfire reviews, all this testing, and all this bit rates and data, and all this I provide for all of you. Always make sure to use those sale links below. Thunderbolt and Lightfoot from 1974. This Clint Eastwood cult classic crime comedy got a review score of a 9.1 and has an amazing native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision, HDR10 master, and DTS 5.1. And I'll put the individual sale links as well as the overall sale as a pinned comment down below for each and every one of these titles in these quickfire reviews. High Plains Drifter from 1973, the Clint Eastwood Western action movie. And this native 4K transfer with Dolby Vision and HDR10 master and DTS 5.1 got an outstanding review score of a 9.5. Must own, must buy Western film. I really like Clint Eastwood's like smoldering in this one. Man, he's got such a good presence in it. And I've got to say, it's one of those films that has some controversial stuff in it when it originally came out. But the more you watch the film, the more you discover different things that they were intentionally trying to show about a more realistic Western town and how they idolized gunslingers, and how idolizing gunslingers wasn't necessarily a good thing because gunslingers weren't all good. And it's a very unique kind of psychological Western film. Highly recommended. Now, the score from 2001, the Frank Oz directed, very unique, twisty, thought-provoking heist thriller. It's one of those heist movies with Edward Norton that gives an amazing performance. Now, it has Robert De Niro in it, and this is the final performance of Marlon Brando. And this is the only film that Marlon Brando and Robert De Niro ever appeared in together. And I've got to say, I love the twists throughout this. Every time I watch it, it brings a smile to my face. My wife enjoys the film as well. It's got some unique twists and turns, and the performances in this add to the enjoyment. Now, the native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision, HDR10 master, and DTS 5.1 got a review score of a great 9.0. Highly recommended, must buy, must own 4K. Best sale price it's ever been through that Amazon link below. Now, Brick, the 2005 Rian Johnson neo-noir detective mystery crime thriller. It's basically about Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character trying to solve a mystery of basically a murder and all the pieces fitting together. There's twists, there's turns, it's very thought-provoking as well. You have to figure out things as they're going along, and then you want to watch it again afterwards because it's filmed in a very unique style that, just like he did with Knives Out, if you've seen Rian Johnson's Knives Out, he does a great job with these mysteries where basically you're trying to guess and figure it out all along, and he films it in unique styles where sometimes you're seeing a scene later on, something in the future, something in the past, and you're trying to piece it all together like a big puzzle. Now, this native 4K Dolby Vision HDR10 and DTS 5.1 got a highly recommended review score of a 9.2. Must own. You'll really be in for a fun, twisty mystery. Now, Sudden Death from 1995, the Van Damme cult classic action thriller, basically about bad guys basically taking over an NHL, basically hockey dome, and they're wanting ransoms, and basically Van Damme gets into kicking butt action in it. It's one of those, if you like Van Damme, this is one of his best ones. And for its native 4K Dolby Vision HDR10 and DTS 5.1, this got a review score of an amazing 9.3. Must own, must buy. You gotta have this one in your collection, and right now, lowest sale price ever, an easy buy. Now, Foul Play, the 1978 Chevy Chase and Goldie Hawn, very funny neo-noir mystery, romantic crime thriller, and that's a mouthful. There's a whole lot going on in this film. It was actually originally nominated for numerous Academy Awards. Now, it didn't end up winning, but it was one of those films that it was really dang good. There's so many different funny things in it, but it's also along with a basically mistaken identity mystery going on. And that's where I said it's not just a romantic comedy. It's got all these other elements in it that are just so much fun. If you like Chevy Chase, he's phenomenal in this, and Goldie Hawn holds her own as well with the comedy. Now for the native 4K Dolby Vision HDR10 and DTS 5.1, this gets a 9.2, highly recommended, must buy. If you like classic Chevy Chase films, if you like any of the National Lampoon's movies, or if you like Fletch at all, you'll love this film. It fits right in with those, and I love his character and style of the way he acted. This is one that you've got to have in your collection. Now, Sneakers from 1992, this Robert Redford twisty espionage caper thriller. It's got a really thought-provoking story that makes you guess from beginning to end, and then when you get done, you say, man, I want to watch it again. It's one of those films that my father took me to see many years ago. Actually, we went to see it 3 times in cinemas because he loved the film. I've grown a massive appreciation for this film. It's one of those, if you like things that have so many twists throughout it, that every time you watch it, the performances are fun. It's got some good humor and comedy in it as well. It's one of those that you'll really have a blast. And the native 4K Dolby Vision HDR10 and DTS 5.1 got a review score of a great 9.4. Highly recommended, must buy during this limited time sale. It's dang cheap. Lowest sale price exclusively on Amazon. Get this one and you'll be in for a fun time. Rules of Engagement from 2000. This war action legal drama that has Samuel L. Jackson and Tommy Lee Jones doing fantastic performances in it. Got a native 4K transfer, Dolby Vision HDR10 and DTS 5.1, and this got a review score of a great 9.3. And if you like legal dramas where they're trying to solve the mystery of what actually happened and it's spanning out throughout the movie's story, this one's very good. Now below, the 2002 World War II submarine claustrophobic mystery action thriller that has some massive suspense in it. It'll keep you guessing from beginning to end. And it's native 4K with Dolby Vision, HDR10 and DTS 5.1. Got a review score of an amazing 9.5. Highly recommended, must buy. This is one of those during this dang cheap deal. Don't miss out on this one. You'll have a really good time. Now, High Noon from 1952, this classic Gary Cooper Western action movie where Gary Cooper's the town sheriff basically standing off against criminals and him doing it all on his own, trying to protect the town and nobody helping him. It's got some really great storytelling. And it's native 4K Dolby Vision HDR10 and DTS 2.0 audio mix. Got a review score of a great 9.2. It's the best looking this classic Western has ever looked. Add this one right now for its dang cheap deal. You're in for a real treat. Now, Two Mules for Sister Sarah from 1970. This is one of my all-time favorite Clint Eastwood Western action adventures with some really cool shootouts, especially the finale one with all the big explosions. It's one of those that has such a cool story on it that I really like. Clint Eastwood playing off of Shirley MacLaine, and its native 4K Dolby Vision HDR10 and DTS 2.0 audio mix. Got a review score of an amazing 9.3. Must own, must buy. Lowest sale price it's ever been. Dang cheap, exclusively on sale on Amazon through the pinned comment below. You'll want to have this one in your collection if you like Clint Eastwood. This is one of his best. Now, Leviathan from 1989. George P. Cosmatos underwater sci-fi survival thriller with kind of a twist on it. It kind of takes the idea of like Abyss and Aliens and mashes them together underwater, and it's got some really cool practical special effects. And this is a big 80s cult classic sci-fi movie. Its native 4K Dolby Vision HDR10 and DTS 5.1 audio mix. Got a review score of a very good 9.1. It's one of those that's such a cheap deal right now. You can't miss out on this one, exclusively on Amazon through that link down there. You'll thank me later on, because this is one of those that just has such a great like Aliens feeling behind it. I always feel like this felt so much like the first Aliens film that's why I always enjoy it. Now, Kindergarten Cop from 1990, the Arnold Schwarzenegger action comedy that's hilarious. I love him in the role with the kids. I still think every time I watch it, the questions and the things the kids say and the look on his face and the way he acts, I just love this film. It's so endearing. I think I could watch it over and over, and I do. I've probably seen it on 4K about 4 times already. That's how much I've enjoyed it on 4K alone. And this got a review score of an amazing 9.5. Highly recommended, must buy, must own for its native 4K with Dolby Vision HDR10 and DTS 5.1. Get this one and you'll have your socks knocked off with how amazing the 4K transfer is. Stunning deal right now. And if you like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you've got to have this one in your collection. Now, Uncle Buck from 1989, the John Hughes family comedy film that's wonderful. John Candy was just great in this. And I've got to say, I like Macaulay Culkin in it. All the cast in it really played off each other well. The comedy holds up well today, and it still has a heart-touching story. John Hughes films I adore, and this originally got a review score of a 9.3 for its native 4K Dolby Vision HDR10 and DTS 5.1. Amazing 4K transfer. You will sit there just wow the entire time. Get this one right now. If you have not added this one, it's a great comedy. And it's always important, any of these you're going to buy and add to your collection, always click and buy directly through those Amazon sale links that I'm pinning as a comment in the comment section right below this video. Those links down there never cost you, the viewer, a penny extra when you click through them. But when you click and buy through those, that supports the creation of these videos. That's how I'm able to track all these sales and keep you updated every single week with all the latest and greatest news going on in the 4K movie industry. That's why I always share it is so dang important. Every single week you watch these videos, always go down and click and buy for every movie and TV series released directly through those Amazon sale links down there below. Don't go buying from any other online retailer, because that does not support this channel or the creation of these videos. The only way I'm supported is directly through you, my viewers and subscribers' amazing support. When you click and buy directly through those Amazon sale links down there below, when you join my collectors VIP club, and when you give a super thanks donation. All of those are ways you can support the creation of these videos, and I want to say thank you for all of your amazing support. As always, I love to hear from all of you in the comment section. Share with you what from all of this massive episode that you pre-ordered and bought through those Amazon sale links down there below. I love to see all of your excitement. That's why I share my excitement every week in every one of these episodes. I just want to say I truly hope all of you have a blessed day, and I've always got something new, early, exclusive, and exciting coming out very soon.